There we go. Good heavens. Hello everyone, my name is Ned Finn. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to Anno 1800. Hello, Michael in chat. How are you doing? My guy, my dude, my absolute bean. Certainly hope you're doing well. I am. I'm enjoying my day off from work. How's things down there in Texas, Michael? I know that y'all got hit by some of this very cold weather, and are probably uniquely situated to not be able to handle it particularly well. I mean, North Carolina freaks out every time there's any kind of. Thank you, Beryl O'Merrill, or whatever your name is. Like, I know that North Carolina freaks out whenever we get snow, but, you know, we usually manage to actually, like, muddle through. Versus Texas, 77, high of 88, high of 87 today. I'll take it. Not too bad as these things go, I reckon. Oh. We're playing some of the City Builder Anno 1800 today. Lots to do, particularly here on Pig Island. No snowplows. I believe it. Because you wouldn't need snowplows all that often. Where are the other... Here we go. I knew we had some... Yeah. Fish supply is okay, but just okay. We've got an accumulation of fish, but it's going down. Gotta go to work. See you later, Michael. I appreciate you stopping by, as always. Alright. Let's see here. Maybe we do another fishery. Would that be, like, totally crazy? More fishery? There we go. That ought to get us a little bit more in the way of fishing. All you reckon? This is Pig Island, the city that we do not care about the attractiveness of, because it is in aid of getting rid of some of the less attractive industries here. Speaking of which, I hate this super thick street. So, I'm gonna maneuver that over here. Do that. And do that. It still ends us up with a chunk of thick street. There we go. Well, and actually... Hold on here, lads. Hold on here a moment, lads. Because now we can just, like... Oh! Oh! Hold on. Hold up here, lads. We do this and that. We demolish that. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I hate all of this, but this is Kind of just the, the struggle of urban renewal, huh? Oh well. Eh. That'll have to do. And we're building up... building up more farmer residences, which we can eventually upgrade into things that are better than farmer residences. Speaking of which... there we are. We've got the engineer residences. Not that we're doing anything with them. Coffee. For which we need more engineers. We have no spectacles. Sausages are still on track. Despite the fact that we have rid ourselves of slaughterhouses. Now, what is this? That's a schnapps distillery. That's fine. These are rendering works, which are not fine. So we're going to get rid of these. Replace them with more homes. Many visitors are cutting short their stay on Pig Island. I can believe it.
Could be worse.
Pig Island is meant to be deliberately gross and terrible, so, like... you know. I get it. Where are we at on fish? Oh, we're fine on fish. Don't have me panicking over fish. Game's trying to get me to worry about things I don't need to be worrying about. Here, we got the window factory.
Rather fragile.
Got a glass maker. Full output in storage. Nearly full output in storage. Okay, I can live with that. Sailmaker. These are all fine. Okay, what do we have to do to produce spectacles? Oh. Oh my goodness. Limestone. Zinc, iron, and oil springs. We have limestone. That's a copper deposit, which is coal deposit, coal deposit. Lots of coal to be had on Pig Island. Copper. That's copper. Where's my limestone at? There's the limestone at. Okay. And limestone is almost certainly going to be handled by workers. That makes sense. What do we need? Why do we need windows for our limestone mine? That is a thing I would love to know, folks. I really would. Oh, well. Alright, well. So here's what we can do. Grab a spare trade ship, which is the frigate. Well, this isn't exact. It's not exactly a trade ship, but... I'm actually... Can we get another frigate? It's not like our money is going to prevent us from doing so, so we might as well. Might as bloody well.
Stations.
Okay, now we're going to grab...
The people celebrate your leadership.
A borderline infinite amount of... winders. Winders. And then we're going to go here. We're going to go to the Pig Island docks. We're going to drop off. What is this? What is this? It matters not. It's probably sausages or something silly. People are content, but only content. Working conditions are fine. What are they? I see. Okay. Ah! The godless heathens of Pig Island demand a church. That's fair. Let's see here. Yeah, no, just about fits. Perfect. Now, how does that influence fan out? And we'll build another one here. You can see Pig Island is built a lot more for efficiency rather than aesthetic. Well, not for aesthetics. Like, this is probably gonna be how I'm building a lot of cities moving forward in this game. Because it's efficient. You know, just kind of build things into these, you know, 6x9 blocks. Or 14 by... or, 8 by 11, I suppose, if you include the roads. Which would be fair. Well, it's more like 6x9 blocks that are bounded than by roads, so. Yeah, no. Alright.
We'll raise a glass to you, Gav.
There we go. There we go. That's all people needed. It was just a little bit, just a little bit of Jesus. Here we go. Yep, fighting against the wind, and God bless you for it. And now we can build this limestone quarry. The quarry. Now, why on earth? Ah. So, in theory, we also want to divest Fophaven. Oh. Peculiarity can be attractive? Sure can. We want to divest Fophaven of its uglier industries. So, in theory, concrete production can be handled entirely here. Right? Because we've got the iron, and now we've got the limestone. What we don't have is the gosh darned heaven-forsaken bricks. Oh, we also don't have engineers, which is going to be an annoyance. We don't really have the industry. We don't really have the industry to support the presence of engineers either. So, but I don't think... Let's take a look here. So, like, the rendering works, for instance, specifically calls out that it reduces attractiveness, which means that the concrete factory doesn't. Yep. Requires engineers and a $400 maintenance cost, which is annoying. I wish I knew what the increment of time for these things were. That would be helpful to me, but it makes no difference. So, I think... we build... what is this? That's a furnace, which is reducing our attractiveness. So, like, what if we get rid of these?
Ship constructed.
Now, that's a frigate, which is just fine. We could use another schooner. Do we have any unoccupied schooners? All frigates. For expeditions. Speaking of which,
Frigate first class.
let's go ahead and plan an expedition here. A rescue mission, which will yield specialists, which is not what we're looking for. So let's do a pirate hunt. Naval power, almost certain. Okay.
Ready the ropes.
The buckthorn. We're gonna grab the buckthorn for a pirate hunt.
I'll never get seasick.
The buckthorn. So now we load it up with stuff. Can we? Let's have that. Soap's not going to help us. Sausage ain't going to help us nearly as much as the, as that will. Can we load up with cannons? We most certainly can.
Spell this nightmare.
I don't really want to go to war with Jean LaFortune. Jean LaFortune.
We're ready for you.
Okay. It's shocked you would declare war. Well,
Ceasefire has
blame it on my girlfriend. What else are we looking at? Soap? Beer? Schnapps. We don't have any schnapps? That's terrible news. Why are we so schnapps deficient? Skill bonus per 50. Well, we'll go with some soap, at least. And then we can socket in some items. Navigation and force go up with a big boost to morale, thank goodness. A costume designer. No. But a midshipman, I should think, might be mighty useful. Okay. So we're well stocked now. Got our canned food. Star Expedition. I think this is about as good as we could hope for at this point. Is schnapps production in this heaven-forsaken city that bad?
Shut the store.
How many distilleries do we have? That's an artisanal kitchen. I feel like we could put some schnapps distilleries in this.
I love
Well, we've got them here. And they've got access to a frickin' warehouse.
gamble that didn't pay.
Okay, I legitimately didn't realize that I destroyed one of his ships, but I'll take it. Explosion in Schnapps Distillery.
pull with a corsair.
That's, oh no.
You are kind.
Okay, but we've got like, yeah. Okay. And this is on Weefop Haven. Unhelpful. We've also got a quest here somewhere. Boot where? Oh, it's not a quest, it's a festival. A questival! I mean, we might as well.
Ship under attack.
Gorgeous.
If schnapps production is that bad that we're getting absolutely no accumulation whatsoever, like, we should probably do something about that. I mean, there's a number of things that we should probably do to address some systemic problems here on Fophaven. Not the least of which being... Oh, that's a hops farm! Okay. So, like, in theory, you could start producing some beer. We need a malt house and we need a brewery or two. Okay, I mean, that ought to do something for us. We've got the wheat production, obviously, and we've got the, we were producing hops as well, since when I could not tell you, but clearly I built that at some point or another. Oh, here we go. There is a quest. My god, it's the College of Cardinals.
Bright moon, I am yet a victim of my own satisfaction. I fear I become entitled.
There he is. Okay. A silver sword? That sounds like an artifact if ever I heard one. Which means... the... thing.
Ruins behind.
Thingus. Ooh, let's deal with... Oh, gosh. That is an awful lot of ruins, isn't it?
Your city
boop.
has grown more beautiful.
And yet, we fix it. We Fophaven has reached a new attractiveness level. Fair. Just fair at 149. Unhelpful. A Pig Island. 206 and dropping, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Curious capital. I guess...
Workforce shortage.
Excuse me? Why? Is our Obrero population decreasing? I've really just kind of had a set it and forget it crockpot mentality with these New World colonies. But, should probably do something about that. These decreasing?
Always believed.
No. They're not increasing. We did. Oh, we need tortillas. Good heavens. Did I start that process already? Because, I mean, in theory, yeah, these are less than half their capacity for Obreras, so, like, something we can do about that. Tortilla production. Oh, gosh, do we have corn?
Before, 'cause you're not helping one now.
That's enough out of you, Willie. Okay. Are we producing... Okay, so Terra Hiccup has corn fertility, as does El Fapes, but El Fapes doesn't really need the assistance. We've got enough Obreras going. They also don't have tortillas, but we have enough just kind of volume of residences to compensate for that. We are not producing any...
How we've longed to get back
Okay. Okay, so it's just hit the world map then, or like the overworld map. Fine. The galaxy map, even. If we were playing Stellaris, which we aren't. Okay. That's our... What is this?
You should go sit in the shade.
Plantain plantation. Gotcha. Okay. Nice thing about having this kind of income is that I can much more easily just start chartering routes, although... Oh boy. Hold on. Ned, focus pocus. Let's at least put into place the necessaries to solve your problem here on Terra Hiccups.
It just doesn't grow here.
Oh. That's tobacco fertility. Hmm. That's corn fertility. Elfapes has corn fertility. Are we growing corn? We most certainly are. We are raising llamas. We are not raising beef. That is fine. We can certainly raise beef.
Ceasefire has ended.
Okay. Well, now that's interesting. Oh, well. And you know what? We can actually mirror this. Let's grab that. Turn her around. And that ought to do it for... I mean, that ought to cover us for beef production, right? There's literally already beef production. Ooh. Okay. So literally all we need... Do we already have a tortilla maker here? We most certainly do not. This is the problem with me not focusing on one project at a time. Because we do all the things that we need to do to make a thing happen, but we don't actually follow through with the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
It will be a humiliation.
Okay, fine.
Here, this little fish has come to us.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to be here any more than you probably want me to be. Freaking Calamity Jane. But it kind of is what it is. So that is solving the Obrero problem for Elfapes. Terra Hiccupus is still having an issue with its Obrera population. Maybe we can do something about that. Nope. Certainly can't.
Ship under attack.
Do we have schooners here? We have gunboats. We have schooners. Heyo. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, well, we can at least unload some of this.
Take the rudder.
Clipper. A couple of schooners also running. I'm tempted to just charter something. What's tortilla production looking like here? More workers they need. Ugh. Okay. Do we have a frickin'? We do. We do, in fact, have a frickin'.
Ship under attack.
Bombins. Kind of hat and coffee.
Workforce
Oh gosh, the engineers also want coffee, which means there's going to be another transoceanic trade situation, but we'll deal with that in the due course here. What are we looking at? I mean, in theory... Well... we don't want to... encroach on... We don't want to encroach on these lads and lasses over here. But, you know what where we have some space is right frickin' here. And as a matter of fact, as a matter of bloody fact, let's actually grab the copy function. I really wish it would still randomize the... There we go. Alfapa's worker shortage solved. And then we're producing the tortillas, which is good. So.
Ship under attack.
Like, how severe of an attack, though? It's in passing. It's fine. What is this thing doing? This is a cotton schooner. This island is unsettled. Rather unexpected. Yes, that's coal deposits there. Oof. But that, gosh, this would be annoying as hell to settle, though. Because you would need workers. You basically need to be importing, like, all of your necessary goods. Almost tempted to try it just as a challenge, but I don't need to be throwing myself into that just yet. Oh, this isn't even... Well, I mean, same diff. All right. Let's go back to the... Let's go back to the new world here.
New orders.
We can just divest ourselves of that, and then... we can just
Your harbor is under attack.
start sending... Which harbor? Okay, this is... Princess Ching is doing me no favors for her alliance. I really think next time that she wants to go to war with someone, I'm probably just going to say no and break off the alliance. We can still, like, remain friendly. Like Willy Wibblesock over here is like, he's fine. We're still like, our relationship is perfectly fine. But my goodness. And we're not even that far off. Ugh. Yeah, no. Next time she wants to go to war with someone, I'm breaking it off. Although I am very excited that I've almost hit $1 million, which is pretty cool. Now, let's go ahead and do some trade routes.
Ship under attack.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Okay. We are in the New World trade routes.
A ship was destroyed.
My rum schooner. Which is why... Okay. I want to get whatever achievement is I'm going to receive for hitting $1 million. And then immediately we are securing ceasefire with both of these jackasses on our doorsteps. And then we're working towards peace after that. Ching can deal with it. I don't care. I feel like I am getting materially less out of... There we go. No achievement there? Oh, shit. They've already agreed to a ceasefire. Good heavens. Diplomacy. Ceasefire. 20,000. Fine.
Storm. Why, it was not
22,000. Fine.
I also have my wife and children to think about.
Yes, you do. Are we cool? Are we chill?
Under attack.
We're gonna be like cool dudes in loose moods here? Enough of this. Give me some sugar is doing just fine. Can give me some sugar? Yeah, they can grow corn. Got corn fertility. What they don't have is space for it. Good heavens. Okay. No. Here's what we can do. We get we get a routes. Do we have any idle schooners? We do. The old sardine? That's fine. We would need to bring in new ships from wherever anyway. So that's fine. Now, here's what we do. Because El Fapez is growing corn and is producing tortillas. So, create trade route. Grab the buttercup, which is here in the New World. And we load her up with 50 units of tortillas. Where are my tortillas? There we go. Gosh, we need to up our production of these things. But we load her up. And then we unload. And we unload 25. And then we unload 25. See where I'm going with this? So we have a tri-faceted tortilla route. AKA living the frickin' dream, by the way. So we've got corn aplenty. We've got beef aplenty. Now, are we going to be able to maintain that? Hard to say. But we've got it. What we are going to do next is produce more of these. Where's our warehouse at? What warehouse is this thing connected to? Missing corn, missing beef. Oh, it's connected to that one there. Well, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Put that there. Put that thing back where it came from. Or so help me. Is that? Ugh. Honestly, 97%. I'm not gonna weep over. 94%. Hey, that's not even on a 7-point grading scale. I'll take it. I ain't gonna gripe about that. Not a bit am I going to. Incidentally, put myself almost 45,000. Put myself out of almost 45,000 coins. I'm almost back to 1 million already. So like, and the time and resources that it takes to build a new ship. A relationship with Anna Harlow has deteriorated over time. That's fine. And I'll tell you why it's fine. Because I can offer you a gift. Both Ians.
Bit could make a difference for us.
Because
Medium.
everyone knows pirates like doubloons.
Yes. Chance of success 0 because I'm not like on good enough terms with them. My computer is going over here, folks. Just a mo here, folks. I'm gonna do a little checking on stuff. Alright, I'm back. Don't mind me. I get paranoid when I hear my system running noisily, which I shouldn't. Like, I checked core temp. It's fine. Probably should have pulled up Task Manager to see what was taxing the system so bad. I mean, it's got to be GPU stuff, right? Speaking of which, I probably could have pulled up Speed Fan and actually seen what the temps on the GPU were. In fact, I'm going to do just that right now. Speed Fan. Which I spelled as Sweed Fan. Yeah. How you doing? Okay, GPU is running at like just under 60, which ain't terrible. It's gonna make me paranoid unnecessarily. Yeah, it's not like it's ramping up like hideously. And seeing those temps there is just gonna make me more paranoid. Yeah, it's fine. I honestly think it's the density of foliage in the new world which is doing it. There's a lot of palm trees to worry about there. That being said, and let's go ahead and look at the new world. Just paranoid. Just paranoid. And the thing that I should be worried about is if frames start to drop. If I start dropping frames, that means that like the game is like clearly throttling.
Do this for me. See? See? Bring back the good old times, boss.
Build, what, one Journalero residence? Okay. I mean, I can certainly do that.
You kept your word.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the molder. But where's Scully? Okay.
Competitor raised a settlement.
Yeah, she's spinning. I'm just curious. Okay? I'm just curious as to how hot it's getting. That's all. Okay. Just chilling under 70.
All hands at the ready.
Let's satisfy my... It's already starting to chill more now that I'm back in the old world. I really do think it's just the sheer foliage density in the new world that's causing the issue. I really do. Alright, let's see what this is about. Sunken Depths. Unusual debris floats among... I know it's debris. Floats among the waves. Mold-ridden planks of woods. There's no way prepared. Ignore the beckoning junk. I know it'll be a more... Oh, serious morale loss. Jesus, please us. Alright, extra rations and continue. Good heavens. What we get for going out without enough schnapps. Yeah, we're back in the old world now, and the temps are legitimately going back down. That's very funny, but at least we've kind of solved our problem. And let's do a quick Just a skosh of a Google. Safe temp for GPU. All gaming. 65 to 85 while under full load. Handle up to 90. Staying below 85 is ideal to prevent thermal throttling and ensure longevity. So, like, we're fine, actually. Idle temps should sit below 30 and 50, which they do, to be very clear. Hey! Remember when I built these new docks? Remember how I didn't connect them to any kind of warehouse structure? Concerning. Also, definitely pull my OBS back up. There we go. Alrighty then. Schnapps Distiller is missing goods somehow. What is our potato production really that bad? Well, I don't love that. I truly don't love that. Schnapps production is down because potato production is down. Fine. We can, like, address that, though. Okay. It's just shy, so... But, on the other hand, go ahead and do that. And that. And that. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I hate all of this. All of you go away. Honestly, frickin' this is Pig Island. Pig Island does not need to look that nice. Obviously. Concrete. Concrete, which requires engineers. Which requires a bunch of stuff that Pig Island just, I don't think, needs to worry about supporting. So, let's go ahead and build this.
We're taking every care.
Oof. What is production at? Production is going to rise to like 99%. But that is... Oh, man, that's going to be irksome. I'm leaving it. I ain't touching it. Madness. Lunacy, some might say. However... It's Pig Island. It can look kind of janky. It's actually fine. And we'll smooth it out doing this. Alright. There we go. That looks a lot nicer. Ah, it's my least favorite guy, potential spam. I hate that guy. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and check on the new world briefly. I don't want to freak out the GPU here. I mean, that is a lot of trees to render, huh? I don't know. There's something about the new world that's causing distress to the fans. Alrighty then. Not to you, the good people. Not you fans, because nobody's watching the stream, so there's no one to be distressed anyway. Whatever. It's fun. I don't know what I'm doing. How's my expedition going? 58% thing. Now, here's a question. Couple questions, actually. We are producing tortillas, but not at the volume I would like. There's our sugarcane production.
Stations.
Okay.
Ready for assignment.
That's our rum. Where's my tortilla schooner?
We assist however we may.
Where's my tortilla schooner? I'll tell you what it's not doing. Transporting tortillas. Okay. So here's the problem, right? We're not producing enough tortillas to satisfy demand, right? Like, that's just kind of a fact at this point. Although it is increasing slowly. But slowly is slowly, and I don't think we're actually accumulating anything, right?
You should go sit in the shade, boy.
Well, we're meeting tortilla demand in El Fapes, which is good. Conceivably, we might slowly reach accumulation, which I wouldn't be opposed to. Thank you. What did you bring me?
It's all thanks to your leadership.
Oh, I forgot! I forgot the thing! I forgot about the very important thing that we're doing. Okay. Okay, we've got a clipper. Let's check our items here. What have we got? An aureus coin. Frigate. This is how we got here in the first place, huh? I would assume. Got a gunboat.
There in no time.
I mean, I think, honestly, the gunboat is probably the thing that we need the least. Speaking of which...
I pride myself on that good grace, no matter the circumstances.
medium high. We'll just offer another gift.
Those pirates like doubloons.
Yeah. Medium high. Yeah, we'll just keep. We'll get them out of war. I promise you, it'll be fine. And then they will be out of my hands. They will no longer be a problem for me. Which is all I want.
Untold perils
Okay.
await us.
Oh, untold perils await us. I hate untold perils. Okay, Ghosts in the Ice. Chance of success. Well, yeah, let's do that.
Do not let us be stricken.
A job carried out with few hitches. Making sure that they don't damage the ship itself. Your sailors fire cannonball after cannonball, taking time to appraise and readjust their aim with each new shot. The ship's hull is grazed by the first shots. Soon the floe parts before the vessel, the ice blocks gliding against each other with menacing cracks. Your trapped crew profusely thanks you. Your sailors revel in their selfless act, trying to ignore the emaciated faces and feeble voices.
We're adequately stocked.
And, yep. Now, where is my gunboat? The gunboat, which is going to Terra Hiccupas, which is where the Aureus coin lives. Speaking of which, let's get back to the old world, back to Fophaven, and let us build a new thing here. We can put the silver sword in. which will behoove our culture. You see. Do you not see how it behooves us? Our culture? I'm gonna move this zoo further out there, because it doesn't need to be close to anything, because it's not agent-based. Oh, I didn't realize that we had a disease outbreak in the city. I mean, I know I saw something like that previously, but... Whatever. 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 Alrighty, let's see here. Let's see here. This little connector is necessary so they don't have to go all the way around here. We have more like nice stuff here, don't we? Put a well and some grass to improve the attractiveness of the city. You might as well just upscale it straight away. We are missing goods. We are missing fur? Oh, we had fur. Hunting cabins. I guess we just don't have enough. Is demand for fur that heavy right now? Okay, well, we can deal with that. Okay, well, we can place these, like, relatively close to the, things and not overlap, I suppose. Okay, cool. And then we do that. Oh, gosh. Let's see how bad the news is. War declared. The Great Unwashed. Scarcity of soap in Weefop Haven due to shameful mismanagement. I don't know if I would describe it as shameful mismanagement. Now this... we can do something else with this. And now we can publish. And Cheng will have some issue with it, no doubt. Or maybe she won't. I'm not deliberately propagandizing. I'm just not, like, publicizing the declaration of war.
Peddlers say there's nowhere to take it.
Just 'cause you people don't believe in walking cross country. Now, fortunately, these things have hella range, which is good. And there we go. We've got more frickin' more fur coming in. That'll be all you people need, right? I honestly wish that they had either, like, put in more, more, like, ambient voice lines, or just not done them. Chance of illness is reduced when all needs are satisfied. Dense cities are more prone to illness. Hospitals reduce chance of illness. Okay, I can live with that. Population happiness. On average is plus 23. It's the engineers that are bringing us down, huh? Although nobody is pushing us to 28, huh? Or to 30. Is it 30 that's required? Good heavens. Oh, well. Makes no matter. Let's see here.
Always harder with someone at your shoulder.
We are loading up fur. Culture is improving, and we're honestly reducing the vulgarities, which is good. Quaint. I'll take quaint. That's part of what this pirate expedition is for. Now let's go ahead and... Hey, how's our schnapps production doing? Hey, we got schnapps again! Now, let's go ahead and... put together another expedition with the langoustine. And we're going to do that as a zoological expedition. Hunting, almost certain. Rations, faith, crafting. Okay, okay. We're going to grab the langoustine, which is already... Well, now that's interesting. Because, like, just from the offing. So the Mirabelle is a frigate, but it's already loaded up with a bunch of crap.
No better end in sight.
Okay, so. Oh, hell yeah. Schnapps is really good to have on a journey, as it turns out. Booze the people up. Booze them and get them sausage. Okay, so that brings us up to 87% versus canned food, which is 100%. Absolutely. And then, what else do we want? Because the schnapps is better than the soap for medicine. It's a wild thing, but okay. Force... Extra rations isn't going to help us one diddly. Crafting is likely... Yeah, we could just bring some timber. Yeah. Let's bring some timber. And then let's see if we can find ourselves... Crafting, diplomacy. Can we not bring her? Oh, apparently not. Oh! Can be ridden into battle. Now why can't we load this? Equipped in sailing ships. Oh, because she needs to be... Okay, I gotcha. Ship items versus hunting. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So just even having that there. But that won't... Wow, that won't give us any rations, though. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's think about this. Because I think extra rations is, like, a good idea to have, right? Bring some sausage. And then... diplomacy. I think that the extra hunting really will be of value. But we don't have anything... Let's bring the boards. And then faith is likely. Oh. Is highly likely. Ooh, but... bing, bang, boom, we can bring bread, which boosts our faith. Okay. Cool beans. And then ship items. I mean, we might as well. No point in not. We start the expedition. Oh boy. The ship of the line. No, what we'd be looking for. I mean, the frigate is kind of the way to go, huh? Ooh, okay. Pirates. The torn black flag bearing skull and crossbones is a shock to those on board on your expedition that thought these scoundrels were a dying breed. A weather-worn ship emerges from the mist, ready to send you straight to the bottom of the sea. Astride her bow stands a colorful captain, axe raised, and along her rails the spectral silhouette of her starving crew, hungry to feed. Officer, give a speech. Yeah, no.
Pressing engagement.
The turn is not sharp enough. Ugh. Nothing wrong with the idea, but whatever tactical advantage your ship might have had is lost with the rather cautious turning circle it plots. Well, we're not going to surrender. Make the best of a poor position. The last moment, your maverick navigator cuts inside the approaching pirates who had been hoping to board you. The crew has the breathing space to now act. All cannons. See, here's the thing, right? I don't want to be at risk of losing some of this treasure, but I also don't know how these things work, so I'm going to go with a more cautious option. Reward discovered. Hey! After a long exchange, the pirates are sunk. Damage is done to both ships before your men cross the T by releasing a full broadside into their prow. Immediately, the enemy ship is guzzling water. Any plunder floating above the wreck can serve as compensation for the minor damage you have received. Goulash. No, we're not bringing on goulash.
Not the worst manifest.
Okay, but that's not the end of the mission, though. That's not the end of the expedition, of the mission expedition. Okay. Extra rations, and carry on, lads. Alrighty then. Can we upgrade this? We sure can. Alright. It's the global population. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, speaking of... Well, not really speaking of anything, but I'm going to go ahead and check my diplomacy and see if I can't butter these fools up again. Medium high. I'll take medium high.
Aye, the bigwigs have the weapons, but only we know how to slash 'em.
A good sport. I'm always
Okay.
that. Lucky for you. Don't you try to play me.
Declines my gift. Oh. Okay. But to no downside, apparently. Which I will take. How's beer production doing? It's stable at 0.
It's our human rights.
But people are getting beer.
It's a surprise inspection.
Okay, so malt is being produced and accumulated. Beer is being produced and not accumulated. So, we will copy that. Copy that, Governor. And build another brewery. Okay. Kilbanes, Kilbanes.
I have to think what's best for us.
Police station. Deteriorated over time. Oh no. Hey, how do you feel about that gift now? 0. What about you, Anne Harlow? 0. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm curious to see how our tortilla run is going. Let's see here. Tortilla production is increasing. Okay, so the big question now is, does Wee Island over here, are they getting any? Still no. But
Schooner reporting.
there's the rum.
She may look sweet, but
That is the Franklin, which is a gunboat, which we are loading up with this thing, which we are going to then transfer to Fophaven. Yes. Okay.
stations.
There's our sugar cane. And that... Oh, okay.
Ready for assignment.
I'm over here being like, why is it paused? Is that why we don't have any frickin'... Is that why we've actually been able to accumulate tortillas? But no, it's just, it's waiting for its turn to wave to the people and say, sorry, still no tortillas here, and then move on.
Schooner reporting.
But at least it's moving with the wind now, thank goodness. Tell you what, all these, this dense jungle life has me wanting to, head back to, what do you call it? Far Cry 3. I really do love Far Cry 3. Like, I still don't think it probably cracks my top 5 games, but it's probably in the top 10. It's a real good one. Now, do we have a spare schooner? We have a spare frigate. Let's get some schooners here. What are you? The snapping turtle, which is just a random frigate.
I don't have all I need for my canvas.
Okay, well, we're getting you what you need, buddy boy. How much? Okay, we've got 80 units of cotton fabric. That's fine. I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with that. It's a shame we can't get bigger trade ships, or like do like a tech tree that will allow us to have like bigger holds or something, but it is what it is. These boats being constructed that are way bigger than the schooners that will actually be produced. But it's all for the sake of aesthetics, right? And you can't deny it cuts for a very nice looking game, right? Eh. And, you know, they can just focus on making the thing look lively, rather than these houses should be upgraded.
That's the thing.
At least to worker residences, there's no need to have farm residences right in the middle of town like that.
Starting to get sick.
Oh no. Residents without access to a hospital? Blech. That is no bueno. Okay. Well, we can work to address that somehow, some way, I reckon. Okay. Well, let's see about where the devil is at. Okay. Extra navigation, yeah. Let's actually see what it says. Boulder blocked entrance and a booby-trapped corridor. Typical Masoan temple. After a fall down, a slide, and a crash into uncharted caves, your team of explorers jokes about the situation in an attempt to forget its deathly aspect. They know what the people of Masoan say of Masoan mages. The deeper you go, the shinier it gets.
We're adrift.
Okay. Climb down the chasm. Scare the snakes away with torches. Stand their ground as well they can. Burning torches are swung. Then back from the sailors. The officer is pulled to her feet and dragged to the rest of the crew. Blah, blah, blah. Empty-handed but safe.
She said fair enough.
Okay. I'd love to not return empty-handed, but, you know, it is what it is. Look at that, 1.1 million buckaroonies. We can do something about this morale thing, huh? Gotta end up doing something a little bit different. My schooner. Okay, now, here's the interesting thing. All right, is I'm quite certain.
I can't promise it won't be dangerous. You lack the guts to carry it.
Oh, sorry, I legitimately didn't pay attention to that. My bad. My B. Okay. Well, we are reducing our quantity of steel, but... let's go ahead and do that. That's another sewing machine factory. What does that say? Always ready. Again, how they are consuming sewing machines is a little bit beyond me, but they're also going to be consuming spectacles soon, which is also a little suspect in my opinion, so it kind of is what it is. Let's see here. Let's take a look. What are we looking at here, folks? Let's grab ourselves a schooner. What is our...
Your people are healthy again.
Good. Illness and health op as cured. Fantastic. What do we need? Because we are not going to be producing... oh, that's more pigs! It's more pig crap. More pig nonsense. Ruins in my city. Okay. Really? Oh, because it's not connected to the ding-dang roads.
It's all thanks to your leadership.
You can actually go back to what you were before. That's fine. I upgrade homes for aesthetics. Same reason I play Fortnite. I'm not there for the wins, I'm just there for the skins. Alright, let's see here. We gotta get rid of a couple of things here. This is paused anyway, so we can get rid of this entirely. This hasn't been up and functional in a while. We can get rid of this, and we can get rid of these pig farms, right? Now from here,
Ready for a sign?
we grab this schooner. And we create a new route, right? From Pig Island is controlled by me, Fop Foppington. We load goods. Those goods being iron. No. Wait, is that metal? What is that considered to be then? Hold on. Steel. Steel and steel beams. Steel beams is just the construction material, but that's fine. And then on Fophaven, okay. That ought to do it. Just as well, because the sewing machine factories require artisans, so we wouldn't be producing those domestically on Pig Island anyway, because we literally don't have the workforce for it. Speaking of Pig Island, how are we doing here?
We've run out of
Missing
cabbage.
goods. Missing goods. We're missing pigs? We don't have enough pigs. Really? Well, that's interesting. Well, and one thing to do about that. Make more bleeding pigs. Hey, look at that! Hell yeah. And everyone's connected to the roads. It's perfect. I mean, we're producing enough sausage. It's not like we're suffering for lack of resources that badly. Still. And I'll tell you, frickin' Pig Island is the honest city of the working man. Is it pretty? No. Is it polluted? A little bit. Because we've been out of pigs. Okay, well, we've got, what, 4 new pig farms up and running. Down by the brick factories. Do we have another... We have another clay deposit here somewhere. Where that? Oh, it there. Oh, and it needs a frickin' warehouse, though, don't it? Alright, well, we can do that as well. Copy that. Put that on there. Bing, bang, boom. Plenty of clay to go around. Ooh. We also need another frickin'... What's the... Customize your buildings with skins. Select a building. I think this is specifically for, like DLC content. Because I know that there are, like, cosmetic packs. Which is, you know, whatever. How long have I been going? 90 minutes. Ah, we got another 30 minutes in us. Certainly, certainly. Let's see here. Peering over the mountains onto the lovely land of Pig Island. Sheep Island, more like. Well, I mean, it's living up to its reputation now, isn't it? Has entered the region. Oh! Carrying. Ish. And now... we get to build another one of these things. Another exhibition spot. Which adds another 30 attractiveness to this city. That's what we're bloody talking about, isn't it? How are we doing on these? Pirate Hunt is going what we're going to describe as not great.
The people celebrate your leadership.
zoological expedition is going fine. Can we about face this thing? Why are these connected? Okay. Oh. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so we're going to do something a little silly here, because I want these buildings to face each other. Grab that. Now it's connected to that. Now we grab that. Turn it about face, grab that. Put that there, and now they're facing each other. But they're all still contiguous. Which matters deeply, apparently. Deeply important. Well, I suppose... I don't know, and I talked about this in the last time that I streamed this, the abstraction of logistics in this game kind of make for an interesting set of challenges. Speaking of challenges, I know how to fill this out. And you know what, that would have actually solved our other problem as well. Ooh. Grab that. Grab that. There we are. Yeah. And that kind of also expands this for more expansion before we have to start seriously thinking about relocating the zoo. Just kind of keep pushing it up here. I do like this little intellectual quarter that we have here with the university and the museum. And we've got our artisanal kitchens and sail factory there as well, or sail maker. Look at that, sail stitcher, sail producer. Certainly not a sail factory. Factories live up here. Although a little less dirtily now, I should think. That we're no longer producing all of this, all of this steel.
I knew this crew wouldn't let you down.
Expedition returns! A black flag. Purchase price, selling price. Wind flag, peace mode, prevents the ship. Oh, it prevents it from attacking. That's actually not that bad. Now, are any of these... I mean, that's cool, right? No available items. Okay, so literally none of these are considered to be, like, usable for museums. Which I consider to be just deeply disappointing. But it is what it is. I've got a quest. When they are green and when they are brown. Their bendy mind will cause you to frown. But split in between for a very short while, they're joyfully yellow, and cause me to smile. Right, are you corn? Are you actually corn? Hold on.
Can this enigma be decoded? However happy I am, the desire to improve never ceases.
No matter. We've got more important things to attend to. Alright, the arid basin. Water has dribbled almost to nothing during the island survey en route to the rendezvous. Let's see what we've got here. Navigation. Fashion device for extract. Let's look for the source of the river. with our navigation bonuses. Okay. Hunting.
Oh, I'm always busy, Duck. A field don't tend itself.
Someone knows their hippopotami. A kinship with the animals allows the gentle river bank to be shared. Fresh water is relayed by the bucket. A few nervous moments. The large female rears out of the water, but she just wants a bird to pick her teeth. Satisfied, the crew resume their trek to the rendezvous. Cool. Nice. Very nice, lads. Very nice. That bread thing is real nice as well. Come to think of it. Come to think of it. The buckthorn. With its large quantities of soap.
Make sail.
Oh well, at least we've got, like, some stuff for the museum. What is this contributing overall? 80 attractiveness versus 100 for the Zur. What other things can we do? Let's see here. Coffee, pocket watches, the large harbor, the commuter pier, which allows islands to share labor force, which is interesting. The steam harbor. What else can we do here? Medium harbor. Pier. Oh! Oh, well, that's useful. How did I not know about this? Why did nobody tell me about this thing? Not super useful here, but I think there are some spots in the New World that could make use of this sort of thing. Oh well. Public service. Well, now, hold on. Because we do have these extra... We do have more of these niceties here. So, like, what if we did, like, a park here? Okay, game is pretty good at figuring this out for me. Do another thing here. Do this here. Do that there. Do that there. Okay. No. And then here's what we... Wide entrance, but that's the nice gated entrance there. This has got to be improving something somewhere, right? Oh, I forgot about the newsstands. I love the newsstands. Very helpful the newsstands are. And actually, you know what would behoove a newsstand is this thing. Right when you get off the boat. What's up, Max Fuji? I mean, honestly, look who's back. It's me. Quite frankly.
Unattended, sir.
And then... continuing from here. And more paving. And then we just grab some nice grass. And then we call it a park. That's gotta be improving something somewhere, yes? Cypress. Oh, I'd like a tall cypress, though, wouldn't I? A bloody tall cypress. Are these that much taller than the non... So, Max Fuji, this is a city builder. This is Anno 1800, which is a pretty venerable city building series from the fine folks at Ubisoft. Insert preferred level of sarcasm there. And it is very much... So, the 1800 is indicative of the year that this game is supposed to be set, although not necessarily in too much of a real-world setting. Specific locations like England or the Americas are not mentioned, but it's definitely meant to be set in kind of a Victorian, Industrial Revolution-y era. You can see, you know, like in more rural parts, you can see, you know, fairly... agrarian style structures here, you know, to support the you know, fairly traditional farming practices. Yes, this is an archaeological expedition. We'll get back to that there. But yeah, you know, pretty agrarian housing, supporting very traditional farming practices. You know, the harvesting of wheat, the grinding it into grain, all that jazz. But you can also see, you know, like, the early phases of industrialization. You know, large-scale production. We've got our brewery. We have some factories over here producing things like sewing machines and fur coats. That sort of thing. What is this? The cannery. The production of canned food. And it's really cool. Very much enjoying this. It's the logistics of, like, the logistics management aspect of the game is interestingly different from a lot of the other city builders that I've played. Like, the production chains involved in this game are not too abstracted. Like, for the production of sewing machines, you need steel and lumber. So you put down lumber camps, you do steel production in big old furnaces and steelworks. But then, like, the pathing logistics of the game are relatively... abstracted to where, like, so these pig farms are going to be bringing their pigs to this warehouse, and once they hit this warehouse, they are accessible from any other warehouse on this island, not any other warehouse in the world, but accessible to any warehouse within this island. And Pig Island is where I am increasingly sequestering my vulgar industries. There we go. Vulgar industries. So things like pig farming and polluting industries like the steelworks and the furnaces. This is also where we have pig-related industries, so rendering plants which are producing tallow and their attendant soap factories which take that tallow and turn it into soap. Speaking of which, we are still wanting for more pigs. My goodness. Our hunger for the humble pig. You cannot check out the city in first-person mode, at least not without modding. There might be a mod available for such a thing. I'm not sure. But there is this lovely, what's referred to in the game's menu as postcard view, which lets you kind of get a slightly more intimate view while clearing out the UI, which is nice. And it's a very good-looking game as well. Which is nice. Doesn't matter too terribly much to me. Famously, two of my, three of my top 5 games are not exactly graphical powerhouses. RimWorld is probably the most objectively utilitarian. You've got Morrowind, which has its nice visual style, but is definitely a game that was released in 2002, and The Binding of Isaac, which is kind of doing its own thing visually. That being said, so, like, if this was, like, purely top-down and just concerned with the, if this was more pure raw mechanics, I would still be having a good time with this. But the fact that it does look as nice as it does, I'm not gonna complain about. Even if my graphics card will a little bit. Although, the graphics card complains a lot more when I'm in the New World, and I think it's literally just because of the sheer amount of foliage it is having to render. Is this a pleasant town now? Good heavens, how? Oh, because they're throwing a festival and an arts festival at that. That's what'll do it. Unfortunately, I do have my public mooring, so we can take advantage of that high attractiveness score. Game does take place over across 2 maps once you do a New World expedition. Again, industrial era, kind of British Empire, or let's say kind of Euro-coded empire building, which of course, European colonization started well in advance of the 1800s, but still. And you do need to colonize the New World for certain production chains. So, like, for instance, here we've got, well, this is plantains. Cool.
A renowned personage has arrived.
Okay. What's a good example of something that we do? Actually, that's corn. I mean, a lot of this is just kind of supporting itself, but... Okay, here we go. So here's the island of Gimme Some Sugar, which, as you might imagine, is for the production of sugar. We got sugar plantations, to produce sugarcane for rum making. This is also necessary for cotton harvesting, which is produced over here on Terra Hiccupus. You can see we have an awful lot of cotton manufacturing, which is turned into cotton fabric, which is needed back in home base, so to speak, for the production of fur coats, which are necessary for the artisan class of people. And the class system is its own whole separate thing. There's a lot going on, a lot of kind of divided attention across multiple islands. But the good news is there aren't, like... Nothing is teetering on the brink of potential crisis like you would see in something like Timberborn, or even more so in something like Frostpunk. Once you've got everything kind of set up, things will kind of tick along as you would want them to on their own pretty successfully. We are accumulating pigs, but it's still listed as just stable, which is annoying. But it is what it is. We can upgrade you, friend. You're fine. Let's see here. What are you doing? Are you doing anything? Oh, no, that's just one of my trade routes. But, let's go to the expedition thing. Oh, we've got a thing. All right. Too good to be true. A delicious-looking banquet with no one around. I Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Scan about for danger.
The mark of dread upon us.
Oh, gosh. Band of fools mock the old sailor, old wives' tales. They guffaw, savaging the feast like locusts. When one of them suddenly turns pale, the realization dawns. The food has been poisoned. Who did this and why? Your crew survives, but the poisoning is very serious. It requires weeks of recuperation before they are ready to depart this cursed place. Good heavens. Yeah. Provide extra rations and continue onward. So these expeditions are a separate thing, necessary for the discovery of the new world, for colonization, but also used for bringing back animals for your city's zoos. And now we've got an archaeological expedition, which seems pretty ooshful. Got the ship of the line. We need a frigate. The Mirabelle, which already has a bunch of stuff on it. Okay. Okay. So here's what we do.
Me to bank on gossip.
Wait, the Mirabelle is in the new world, huh? Okay. Let's check our idle frigates here. The Buckthorn. Buckthorn is idle, more or less. Let's use the Buckthorn. Nope. There we go. And I think that gives us access to... Oh, okay. So we can go anywhere, though. Certainly in the old world. No, it's all territories. Okay. Cool beans. Well, let's see what we can pull off then, shall we? Okay. Schnapps. Diplomats. We need diplomats. We have cigars? Where do we get cigars from? Champagne? Okay. Let's see here. Force is highly likely. Grab our pilot. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Let's grab... These are all ration items. So the schnapps count as rations as well as medicine, which is nice. What kind of hunting items do we have? Furs and fur coats. Both count for hunting. Okay. I'd love for our morale to be a little bit higher before venturing forth. But it kind of is what it is. Zoologists. Midshipmen. Naval power. Well, she does add 2 naval power. She doesn't add 30 naval power. But improves force and navigation. I think that'll work for me. And that gives us almost up to 75%, which I like an awful lot. Let's see if we've got any other... Oh, no. Cancel that. Never mind. Never mind. Flophaven has everything we could ever possibly want. Diplomacy, almost certain. Force is highly likely. Hunting is just considered to be likely. So I like the champagne, the fur coats. I think this is good. This ship is infected. What does that mean? Oh. Oh, no.
Coordinates plotted.
I've not dealt with that before. How do we deal with that?
Ready the ropes.
I've not seen that before. Huh. Hold on. Hold on here, lads. How do we deal with that? Anno 1800. Infected ship. Alrighty then. Okay. Well, let's get this away from the other ships then, apparently. Active defense. Can't do it because the ship is infected, which is very disappointing. But we've got... Okay, we could use the frickin' snapping turtle. Let's do that, because I'd like to get this expedition underway, if we could. Please and thank you. The snapping turtle is... No, it's not even... What did we get for this? Pilot, that thing. Brought schnapps. We brought champagne. And that gets us to 74%. And it's not infected. Cool. Let's do it. That's the snapping turtle. Now, what do we do with you, friendo? Okay. Let's take another look here. Select the ship on the bottom right under the ship's name. Oh, here we go. Okay.
New orders, Admiral.
Clears up in 5.5 minutes. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and send you out here. And, wait. That's the Endeavor. That's the snapping turtle. Which is off on a whirlwind adventure. In theory, we could also grab this thing once the disease has cleared up. I mean, do we have another frigate? We do. Well, that's the Buckthorn. Never mind. Once the illness clears up, we can send it off on another zoological mission. Word socialists. Specialists. Socialists. I read that as socialists. I was like, hold on. Well, no, because I thought... I thought that was said socialites at first, but then I saw the S, so I was like, oh, socialists. We must rescue my people. Look at that. 1.3 million buckaroonies in the bank. I'll take it. Ooh. Speaking of all this money I have, let's go ahead and
How could I possibly refuse?
improve things with these fellas.
Fine. We'll top up the old sea chest. A true pirate. I've heard worse about me than that.
Ah.
Don't you think I know a gallant from a shark by now?
Yes, but do you know a hawk from a handsaw? It's a Shakespeare reference, by the way. It's from Hamlet. An example of Hamlet acting crazy. Now, is it Hamlet acting crazy or actually being crazy? One of the central questions of the damn play.
She's small, but
For the
she's
play
clean.
is, after all, the thing. Oh, here we go. The end of a rope. A perilous plunge. Your expedition is walking along a narrow bridge in the rainforest interior when they become entranced by the scintillating blue of the Continga de Mezoas. Perhaps it is the distraction of looking up at the extraordinary bird to being distracted by birds. My brother, I can understand that. Only an elastic tangle of vines sparing them the drop. It's a long way down. And pick the knot. Let's see if we get that. A deadly conundrum. Oh no! The unfortunate victim tries pulling, resulting in an instant death. Okay. Oh my goodness. We are very nearly at the end of our rope here, so to speak. Gorsh. Oh well. And this is supposed to be the easy one, mind you. Only one skull. That's one less than 2 skulls, folks, if I've done my math right. Weefop Haven is having a beer festival. That seems so much more Pig Island coded. I'm not going to complain. The problem is Weefop Haven doesn't really have a,
Ceasefire has ended.
Speaking of which, where are my ceasefires at? Still on ceasefire. Cool. Okay. Don't have a public mooring here, so we can't really take advantage of it, but you know what? Happy population has got to be worth something. There we go. There we go. Pig Island's attractiveness continues to drop like a lead balloon. A lead balloon.
This place is full of unresolved equations.
Oh! I didn't realize we could upgrade these guys even further. I legitimately did not realize that there was something above engineer. Lifestyle needs. Food and drink. Health.
May we see these shores again.
Okay. New zoological expedition is underway. I guess it's not just a matter of
Strange about a
keeping
person
them
such as
content.
yourself, pushing back the boundaries of what we presume to know.
I mean, and Max Virgie, here's the other interesting thing about this game is that eventually, like obviously there are certain things, like, okay, for the production of the canned food,
Leave it to set.
we need goulash, which is made in the artisanal kitchens, which requires red peppers and beef. Beef you can grow anywhere, but individual islands have specific fertilities, things that will and will not grow. Well, more, yeah, I mean, there are certain things that will and will not grow on particular islands. So, Fop Haven has fertility for red pepper, which Fop Haven does not. So, you need to expand across multiple islands. But it's also worth mentioning that, like, just kind of run out of room for stuff after a certain point. Like if I wanted to support a population of artisans on Wee Fophaven, I would probably need to at least import some stuff just because it is so small. Same thing for, like, this island here. Like, lots of good mineral deposits, all of which I believe would require workers. Like, worker level population. And there's just not enough, you know, for that you would need schnapps production, you would need gosh, what do you need to...
You reward our hard
You would need
work.
fish, you would need work clothes, which means you would need sheep, and clothing factories, all of which you just really wouldn't have the room for. Like, there is a path to exploit this island for its resources, but it would require trade routes of material to be brought in here. Give me some sugar has become less attractive. Yeah, because it's frickin' festival ended. It's fine. Got our quaint capital over here. Depending upon how these frickin' things turn out. Been on the high seas for 46 days. This ding-ding zoological expedition. Very concerning. Hey, how's our frickin' plague ship doing?
Frigate first class.
Hey, Buckthorn's back up and running. Let's do this. And let's actually... Let's put you near... Well, let's keep you here, kind of in the middle, to be honest with you. What have we got here? In terms of items. In terms of items... Self-repair... Medicine. Okay. So nothing terribly exciting there. What about Wee Fophaven? Which has actually been around a little bit longer than Pig Island has been. Hunting. Hunting? Hunting, you say?
New orders, Admiral.
I wouldn't mind a little bit of hunting. And then the plowman. The ploughman. The ploughman for all of your ploughing needs. Okay, and we will, I think, set up this expedition. This other zoological expedition. I think that's got to be it, right? Been on the high seas for 5 days. So barely really a journey at this point.
Success at sea is not easily won.
Oh my gosh, but we did it. Hey, expedition returns. What do we get? A brown bear, a pelican, and a dolphin. Now here's a question. Do these things stack?
I feel it reflects the times.
Oh, the brown bear is new. We've had a black bear before, but not a brown bear. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a pelican looking at me. Part of a set? The taiga forest. Taiga forest. Are they compounding benefits to these things? Let's turn this about face, shall we? Okay. Now let's see if the because we already have pelicans. Yeah. And then we can throw down like a path here. Because we still want to leave some room for this to expand, right?
With any menagerie
Yes.
to the rowdy ones.
Yes. Okay. So, this means that these things do stack, which is fabulous. Now, what we're going to do here... do that. And do that. Isn't that the thing? Is that on, as the kids would say? Let's go ahead and put a path there. Whee! And now, we do another enclosure for our dolphin. Hell yeah. Well, and since we've got them here, let's actually... Now, is this part of that? It's Ocean Predators. The Ocean Predators set. Although, depending upon your definition of predator, the dolphins, honestly, might fit that descriptor a little bit better. There we go. Cool. Curious Capital. Peculiarity can be attractive. Yeah, it can. Hell yes. Hell yes. Ugh. We love to folks, we love to see it. Oh, lads, we love to see it. Now, why, you might be asking, are we so concerned about city attractiveness? Because... my dear viewers, attractiveness brings in tourists, and tourists bring in money. Bring in a decent bit of dosh, because that's one of the big ways of getting... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ching. Because the public moorings are a big part of the way that you get, big part of the way that you get new, you get money. Because it's that and taxation. And honestly, you can see, let's see here. Finance.
To go to press.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually bringing in a decent amount of, oh gosh, what was the most recent newspaper? Rum shortage. Rapturous return. Okay. Cool beans. I can live with that. Rum shortage. Family. We can deal. Many new visitors are arriving at your harbor in Fophaven. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they frickin' are. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because they're coming to see not one, but 2 sets of pelicans. That's what they're after. That and the burrs. Gotta see them burrs. Gosh, this seems unsafe. So these bears look very, very large, but maybe not. I think it's just because the enclosure seems so small, but hey. 1800s. Animal rights movement just wasn't really... We were still, like, doing kind of fundamental work on human rights at the time. Oh gosh. Because it... What, Civil War happened, what, the 1860s? Oh gosh. Yeah, so, you know... 1800s, we were more in a bigger fish to fry in terms of determining, you know, that establishing, I should say, not determining, but establishing the fact that all people are, in fact, people. Yeesh. I've just made myself sad. Now can we actually just grab that? Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Alright. Culture is from ornaments, and the zoo, and the museum. Speaking of which, let's go ahead. We've sent him.
Ready the ropes?
And here, the buckthorn. To grab that. Oh, that's not an item, though. It's not an item, though. It isn't socketed into my items. Which is unfortunate. Excuse me. And conceivably, I could do this a little bit longer. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself a refill of drink and check in with the wife and see if she needs anything. Because I'm going to just go for another, like, 30 or 40 minutes or so. Run it out to, like, a full hour, 3-hour-long stream. Because I'm enjoying myself. I haven't streamed in a while, and, frickin' Anno 1800. And I've been enjoying that, so I'll be back. And I'm back. Probably gonna stream just a wee bit longer now, and then be back this evening. Because I have just been reminded that my wife has a Galentine's thing that she is doing this evening, which means ya boy will have some time on his lonesome. By his loathsome lonesome. Valentine's candy bar and banquet. And bouquet. Okay. Something at the leasing office for the apartment complex. Anywho. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see about streaming tonight. We'll have to see. Anyway, let's get this frickin'...
Stations.
That's my other frigate. Here's the Buckthorn. Expedition. Zoological. I'm glad that the zoological thing came back, like, okay. I'm gonna grab the Buckthorn. Which has this. For hunting. For rations. We will need schnapps. Now, I'm curious. It's the act of doubling up on rations, I think, that behooves us the most. But the schnapps is better. For that. So that's what we go for. Hunting. Then we have to determine... Ugh. Well, we've got this big boost to hunting here. Meat is going to be a no for me. Cigars, which brings us up to 40. Sausages, which brings us up to 39. What about chocolate? Brings us up to 46. It's not terrible. Don't like that. Don't love that, at least. What about wood? Where does timber get us? Sewing machines gets us up to 62. Gets us up to 57. 52. Sales gets us up to 57. That gets us up to 62. So as it turns out, we'll take the sewing machines and pray. Alright, well, not ideal, but we'll have to make do. It'll be fine. We're well set for hunting. It's very strange. We brought a bunch of potato booze and sewing machines. It'll be fine. Alright, and I think that's gonna have to do it for me. Let's see what these people want.
It's you what pulls the levers. I'm happy as a sand boy. Will you build us another castle? Got news?
I don't know where we're getting this chocolate from, but I'm not going to complain about it either. Alright. I think that's going to have to do it for me
Love is all
for
we
right
ever
now.
wanted.
Baker? Yep. And, you know, watch this space. Keep an eye on the channels. Might end up being something else this evening. We shall see. But for right now, it's going to be it for me and Anno at the moment. Folks, thank you all very much for watching. I am Ned Finn, and until next time, bye forever.